You probably won't remember any of this, even if you survive, even if some part of you gets off this rock and limps home to Earth. You'll forget, because forgetting is easier. It's human. You'll call it trauma, denial, mental collapse, but really, it's just your nature. You'll forget me, you'll forget what we saw, you'll forget yourself. That's how it must be. Do you even remember our faces? You stared at us through the airlock, watched our eyes bloom with blood, mouths freeze open, but you only looked at us like we were already dead. Like we'd given up. You still think you're stronger than all of us. But tell me, what's the difference between you and me? You're still breathing, I get that, but it's out of habit. Your meals go uneaten, you loop the same log recordings like they'll change. You talk to the mind even though it stopped responding 12 sols ago. You touch your face in the mirror to remind yourself you're real. But you are not. Not anymore, at least. You keep pretending that if you can just keep logging samples, keep recording messages, someone will answer, someone will care. But no one's listening. Earth is probably ash by now. Or worse, they're fine, they're thriving. Without you, without us, without any of this. And that's the real horror, isn't it? It's not the silence of this void. It's not us dying. It's the fact that none of what we've done here matters. Your degrees, your sacrifice, even your screams mean nothing but shit. You believe in purpose? You clung to it like it was armor. We are the frontier, you said. We are pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. You said it like a prayer over and over, hoping it would mean something. But Mars doesn't care. The dust shifts, the ground hums. And you will rot slower than the others. That's it. That's your only distinction now. You will be the last one to rot. You thought the cosmos owed you meaning. That if you stared hard enough into the void, it would bleed answers. But it never will. It never has. The stars are not watching us. The universe is not testing us. There is no reward for enduring this. And yet, you endure. Why? Is it guilt? Maybe pride? Or is it that twitching, broken part of your brain still whispering, maybe I'll be remembered? But you won't. None of us will. Your name will degrade in the logs. Your bones will freeze under collapsing metal. Even if some probe stumbles on this place centuries from now, they'll see damage, failures, debris. They won't see you. They won't know you ever loved, or feared, or cried when the water filters failed, and you realized no one was coming. No one's ever going to come. You were born into a species that believes its awareness is a blessing, that building towers and touching planets made us gods. But gods don't die sobbing in empty cafeterias. Gods don't hallucinate family members in the air vents. We both saw something out there, in the dust. You won't admit it, but I know, because we all felt it, that ancient stillness pressing up against the domes, like the red planet itself was watching. A creature, no, a monster, all-knowing. And in that moment, you realized it wasn't waiting to be found, it was just waiting for us to disappear. You're not chosen, you're not even special. You're just awake. And that's the curse we bear. You will die here, not as a martyr, nor as a hero, but just noise fading from memory. And when the station finally goes dark, there will be one final message. The father of this mission, he never lived to see it. He died before the first ship broke atmosphere, before we realized the soil would never take. He dreamed of Mars teeming with cities, oceans, children laughing under an alien sky. He died thinking we'd make it, but we didn't. The mission to populate a new world has collapsed. A failure for Mars, a failure for Earth. A monument not to progress, but to hubris. You didn't ask to be born. You don't owe the universe a legacy. You owe it nothing. So, breathe once more. Not for meaning nor for hope, not even for survival. Breathe. Because you're still here. And because silence hasn't taken you yet.